Hey everyone, my name is Justin, also known as Ronian. This is gonna be a review of my redone reaction to Edge Studios RPG Gen Con Fantasy Flight Games In-Flight Report. This is in essence me being more precise on why it was just like a 3-minute blurb, but like, hey, I'm not happy with this. For those who have seen it, I seen it because I'm looking at it and it's like less than 5,000 people have seen it. 106 have liked it. 15 people I've voted for it once, and I'll be honest, I'm not happy with it. Okay, I'll be honest. A player, as someone who GM Star Wars games, my expectation, if you have a company that has a Star Wars license, it needs to be, hey, there's something good here. Sorry, excuse my nose. Allergies go here. Anyway, but for me, it's the fact that Gen Con, I'm not excited about. Okay, I never went to it before. I've talked about it, and when I saw that they were going to do an Edge Studios RPG discussion, I'm like, okay. Wasn't part of the live. This was after I saw the live stream for it, and I'll be honest. Initially, we reduced the size of the video from 45 minutes to under 30, and that was because of the 15-minute just placeholder there. They got rid of that part. So, right off that for me, you have up, and he's going through his resume, which wouldn't be a problem if it was, say, he was new, that people didn't know him, but people do know him. He's recognized. When you have that and you talk about RPGs for Edge Studios, first thing you need to do is realize that big names in your RPG that people are excited about have something for all. Even if it's a setup, we're getting a team set up. Can't talk about much more, but we do have a team set up that they're excited to be able to. Frankly, for me, I have I did a previous video where easily Edge Studios can turn on and say, hey, few books for the old FFG system, and then when that gets done, we're gonna make their own RPG system for. Hopefully, it's not level based. I'm hoping it's not level based because level based sucks, and it's also very restrictive. Since it's very much makes you looking at math. But anyway, but when it came to Star Wars, but Genesis and a bunch of others, it was like I cannot talk about this and nothing new. Okay, nothing new, and it is sad. It is annoying. It is it's depressing. Okay, here's our product page, Ed Studios, and the first product they have after their little blurb about how they love RPGs and a little history, and then they have Discover. First one is Star Wars. Nothing. Redone to the studios. Nothing about reprints of old books. So I'm left with a, of they're not ready. They've had the licenses since March 11th. I think that's where it was from. You have all these licenses. You've got everything switched over, and you have nothing. Us almost about over 5 months ago, 4 months ago, and people are speculating that's because of the Star Wars license being mishandled. The fact that it was supposed to be only for and it's movie pulling the plug too soon and not realizing it. I'm just a gamer and a PC and a game master. But when you tell me that you're not doing anything with it, you've had 4 months. I'm basically holding you to holding Edge Stewart and Edge Studio to this. I have expectations that in November you'll hear something. Hear something. I don't know what, but something. I'm hoping it'll be good. I'm something that'll be awesome. I'm hoping that it'll be something that people can try and say, "Hey, we're excited that Edge Studios is in charge of Star Wars RPG and not FFG because FFG messed up. I think it was special modifications. Look out. It took over a year for various reasons. I don't know why, but the fact that nothing showed up. So November, I'm expecting something, especially after all this political crap goes down. Okay, politics is annoying right now. But in November, I'm really hoping for a update from Edge saying that, hey, for Star Wars, even if it's just a revamped GM screen, okay, that'll be cool. That'll be nice. I'm hoping for more of that, but I'll take what I. And it's just that's my part. I want to be excited for a Star Wars RPG because let's face it, a lot of watched the stuff going for Star Wars right now. Rise of Skywalker was bad. In no sense, it was poorly edited. It was wrapped up in which I already wasn't really pleased with Last Jedi. But the fact that they were talking about redoing the entire game, getting rid of what they've done because no one's buying the merchandise, which is a major factor right there. So for Edge's, it's a question of who's going to get it. I'm hoping that they have the license. I hope they keep it. Asmodee Games should have, rethought what they were doing. But at the end of the day, it's just we have so much writing on this that the RPG was disappointing. I was unimpressed by it. Now, it's going to be the question of what happens now, what happens next. And for me, it's just you have plenty of room to improve. I'm hoping for an update. I will admit that if March 11th, I think that's the date for the one article I saw when they said that everything was going to Edge Studios from FFG. I'll admit it. If March 11th comes around and there is nothing, no news, not even a teaser, then it'll be studios. You're just someone to hold the bag until someone, basically dismantles their company to Disney. And then Disney just hands it over to Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast, which, yeah. In which case, my book's over there. Not right there, that's something else. But there's a bookcase to the side of it. It practically has all the books that Let's Stand, Target, Blind Casual, Read by Example, Sci-Fi Mask, which I thought I did not have. Effectively have all the books that were made by FFG for Star Wars. I have multiple copies of the core rulebook. If it turns out that, congratulations, FFG, you have messed up the pooch on this one. You have, crush it. In charge of everything. Asmodee Games, you have something that can make a buttload of money for you. People want old school, I would dare say Legends equipment as well too. And if if you decide not to do anything with it anymore, that's on you. But as is, I was not thrilled with it. I was disappointed. Your lack of news, your lack of excitement. Sam Stewart about this. So, Sam Stewart, if you want to send a blurb out that, hey, I'm reading it wrong, okay? I want to be excited for Star Wars RPG. I want to hear about new stuff. You easily this video, you have 5, 6 books that can easily be made by Edge Studios. Just space it out. Say once every 4 months. Anything more than 6 months, I'm going to have to be a little concerned about. But in essence, you have the 2 Allies and Adversaries 2. You have Gadgets of Gear 2. You have Starships and Speeders 2. You have, so those are the first 3 books. Yeah. Where you basically go through and you're like, hey, we're going to reprint all the Star Wars species that are for playable characters. Add the Gamorrean. Well, I think you have the Jawa. I think you have the Ewok as well, too. So really, the only thing short of, those, I guess, but that's up to you. You have the droids and drones, because a lot of people still want to play droids and a little more iconic ones. So you can bring in the new ones, compile the various classes, mechanics. And then crafting mechanics in particular need to be refined across the board, because as much as they're semi-useful, not useful for people that want to make, wide-scale RPGs. So there's that part. So that disappointing reaction to FFG Edge Studios, because frankly, I'm sorry, Edge Studios, you dropped the ball. Don't just say you can't talk about something. Because if you don't have anything to talk about, you guys are for these licenses. Not just the, hey, we can actually do stuff with the various licenses. We can't talk about a whole lot right now. I can see that. But when you say I cannot talk about that, is that now? Is that forever? Are you just holding onto the Star Wars license until it lands to Disney? Which, congratulations. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to something in November. Announced, if they do have anything announced. If they don't have anything anything announced in November, I'm giving them until March 11th, give or take me a week, maybe until April 11th. So yeah, you could do your, here's a funny April 1st game. April 1st. Okay, cool. Congratulations. I will not buy any product from you. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Edge, you could have done a lot better. You didn't. Do better. I'm someone that has money in my pocket that I want to spend money on your Star Wars stuff, but I'm not going to spend money on bad Star Wars stuff. And if you don't produce any Star Wars stuff, you're not getting my money. People talk about how fans are being entitled and everything. You're right. But it goes both ways. Authors and producers and creators need to realize that while you can be complaining about entitled fans that want something big, you're also not entitled to our money. And if you turn on, you spurn your fans, people that want to spend money, or that want to give you that $20, $30, $40, $60, $100 a month for your product, and you tell them you don't want it, or you don't want to give them a product, but you expect them to pay you, goes both ways. Entitled fans and entitled authors, guess what? That's how it goes. So that's my rant, my disappointment for the Edge Studios. Like I said, it's not good. It's the fact that they couldn't talk about very much. The fact that they were talking about new product that people are not going to be interested in. Or those who are, okay, cool. You have 5,000 people that watched it. 100 people liked it and 10% of that hated it. Let's face it, you're gonna have to figure that out. Who do you want to buy your product? Question. The second question is, do they have that money? I would dare say the first question you should ask in that regard is who's okay. Because if you challenge them, go for after the wrong crowd, you're gonna lose on both. You're only going for the woke crowd. Woke people don't spend money. So anyway, talk to y'all later. Y'all have good gaming. Good luck, Godspeed, and let's see what happens in the next few months. Maybe they'll say, "Hey, we got something new," sort of stuff. So y'all have a good day now. Take care.